But I'm gonna have Jamie go Friday and get some bigger ones, like big ones. He's at work, guys. It's a work week. Because that's a bunch of small stuff Shaw will like seeing. And I got some other small ones in the car. Wow, and they only last seconds. I'm hoping Jamie can go get like a $60 or $100 box. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
When you get paid on Friday from your second job,
Chris.
yeah, could you possibly do something for me?
What?
So I just picked up a box of a bunch of small fireworks, but it's nothing that's big. And I wanted to get some big ones for the 4th of July so Cheyenne can see them. Because last year we barely had anything. I got 4 boxes of sparklers and a whole bunch of fountains. But I want to get something that will really excite her for the 4th of July. So can we do that? Yes! Okay, thank you. Oh, trust me, I know, but this is also the tent that guy said he used to play guitar with your daddy at church. And he said if you want to go for a big box, he would work out a discount with you. Alright, love you. Bye. He said we'll get a few things, but we're not going overboard. He'll go overboard for me. Alright, guys. We gone. There's little man. There's a little man. There's a fly on you too. There's a fly right there too. There's a fly. Him sleeping. Yeah, few is better than none, which I already got this box, which has like a bunch of small different ones. So if we could just get a few big ones. Yeah, he's a Carrot Top. The car is his favorite place. Now the only time he gets mad is if I'm stopped for an extended amount of time. Like for the drive-through somewhere, which we only go to McDonald's because everyone knows I love my McDonald's. Which everybody at McDonald's knows him as, because Jamie's sister works there, so that's Kim's nephew. And they all go crazy over him. But today he was not having it because yesterday he got his shots. Yep, Bubba's side of the family. I want to plug in my PlayStation, but I have no way to. Because the only other plug is all the way over there, I think. And that sounds like him. Really does sound like him. Yeah, he's got a little bit darker since he was born. I can actually show y'all when he was first born. Like, I can show y'all the picture of before I even got transported to the hospital I was supposed to give birth at. People parent different. Not your baby, don't worry about it. What, they mad he's sleeping in his car seat? So this was when they were measuring him and getting his footprint. And then this is before I knew any pictures were being taken of me. I was talking to Jamie. And that's when I found out pictures were being taken. And then this is when we finally got to Bowling Green. And people say that's not Jamie's baby. Can we have a birth story? So it started April 24th at 4 p.m. is when my labor started. And I was contracting really bad, but I thought they were fake because we had went to the hospital multiple times over fake contractions. So I was like, we're not doing it again. Like, we're not. I wasn't crying, but I noticed it felt like needles were stabbing me. But I wasn't crying or nothing. Ended up driving myself to the dollar store to get some more soda because I was all like, I ain't in labor. Like, and then I got to Dollar General and I had to stop walking because of how bad it hurt. I thought I just had to take a severe shit and I was cramping because I had to take a severe shit. And then I drove back home, and then it gets around 7 o'clock. I called one of my ex-friends who I'm no longer friends with because bitch is fake as fuck. And I was crying. I could not sit, lay down, stand up. I couldn't do nothing. Nothing but sit there and cry. Like, nothing eased the pain. And then she was all like, it's time for you to go in. Like, you're having him. And I was all like, but because the kids were arguing, so Jamie was getting on to them for arguing. I said, but Jamie's already upset. I don't want to tell him. And she's like, you either tell him or you have him at that house. So I got out there. I'm like, Jamie, we're in labor. And I'm just sitting there crying. And then I start punching when he finally takes me, I start punching the side of his truck. So he's freaking out because he notices how much pain I'm in. He was all like, do you want me to put you on an ambulance to take you to Bowling Green? Blah, 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 blah. I was like, I think that'd be best. And so we pull into our hospital who's not equipped to have babies. They don't have an OB. They have no, like, baby floor at all. Like, they have nothing for a baby, only emergency stuff. Well, I thought my water broke, so I put my hand down there, pulled it back up, and there was blood covering the tops of my fingers. And I was like, Jamie, Jamie, Jamie. And I showed Jamie. And that's when he started freaking out. He runs in the hospital. He's all like, I need a wheelchair. My wife's in labor. My wife's in labor. Get her a wheelchair. She's bleeding. She's bleeding. And then they're giving us grief for not going to Bowling Green. And Jamie kind of snapped off on them because they're like, we don't deliver babies, blah, 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 blah. And Jamie goes, by God, you are tonight because I'm not leaving here. My son will be delivered here. And I didn't hear all this. All this was out in the hallway as I'm yelling at them for trying to get my information because I did not want to talk to them because I was in pain. But a lady comes in to check my cervix. She said something about she could still feel it, so I'm not at a 10. Don't know. Girl, not me thinking you said bowling rink like y'all went bowling while you're in labor. But she tells me that and she walks out. And the doctor, one of the nurses or whatever she was like, look, you got time to get to Bowling Green? You got time to get to the epidural? So I'm calming down a whole lot because I was yelling at everybody. Now I'm calming down. I'm like, you think I could make it to Bowling Green? She goes, oh girl, she still feels your cervix. You got plenty of time. So I'm like, okay. I finally stopped crying. I'm sitting there laughing with them. And the doctor walks in. She goes, your next contraction, you're pushing him out. I said, no, I'm not. She goes, yes, you are. I said, no, I'm not. I said, y'all are taking me to Bowling Green. She goes, no, we're not. You're not getting an ambulance because you're about to have him. I said, no, I'm not. Like, I'm telling you right now, he's not coming out of me. She goes, yes, you are. Mind you, my water hadn't broke. I really thought I had a lot of time to get to Bowling Green. So now I'm freaking out. And then as I'm freaking out, a whole bunch of EMS people and firefighters are coming in. My room's so flooded with people, okay? And my next contraction, I started pushing. And the contractions got 10 times worse when I popped my water by pushing. And I looked over at Jamie. I'm like, you're a fucking dick. I fucking hate you. I'm never having none of your kids ever again. I fucking hate you. And he kind of looks over at one of the firefighters he knew, and he went. And when the contractions got really bad, I grabbed him by his shirt right here, and I slammed him over the bed as I was pushing. And I mean, Jamie took everything I gave him like a champ. And I know a lot of people say the worst part about giving birth all natural is the ring of fire. Honey, no. I didn't feel them coming out. I felt them contractions. Them contractions were so fucking bad. Like, they were so bad. So bad, guys. Like, that was probably my worst labor experience for the simple fact of he was all natural. And when we got to Bowling Green, because they put me and him on an ambulance to get us to Bowling Green, that way we'd be okay. So they had him behind my bed. I did not see him the whole trip down there. Like, I yet got to help hold him. That whole time at that hospital, they would not let me hold him. They had him monitored, and as y'all I could show you the picture. They had a bunch of stuff on him to make sure he'd be okay, because they don't have this stuff for him. So he had a breathing mask on, and he was behind my bed like that. No, I did not plan to go natural. So I didn't get to see him. Well, we get to Bowling Green, and we're coming into the ambulance entrance. And tell me why one of the guys at the nurse's station really looked at my son, because I'm looking at him. He looks at my son, jumps up and goes, is he seizing? And I jump out of the bed, and they're all telling me to get back down on the bed. I said, no, if he's seizing, I'm not getting back down on the bed. And then the lady that was holding him in that picture looked at me. She goes, honey, he's not seizing. He's not seizing. Calm down, calm down. I'm like, okay. So I get back on the bed, and I go to my room, and then I finally get to hold Bentley. After all that traumaticness, I finally get to hold my son. I'll never go natural again. Never. 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 That was the worst fucking pain I've ever fucking experienced. Worst fucking pain ever. Y'all want to see his first bath? And this was the part he liked the most. Like, he did not cry at all. When they were washing his hair, he did not cry at all. And this is the day we got home. Jamie was taking pictures so I could send to my mom. Yeah, I think all natural is worse than getting the epidural, for sure. I remember none of my waters have broke on their own, besides my second oldest. So I remember they were giving me cervix softener. Yes, my mom has got to meet him. I don't know if I have pictures of it. I don't have pictures of my mom meeting him unless she posted them on her Facebook. My mom and grandma have gotten to meet him. She has not. But with my second oldest, so they were giving me cervix softener because my cervix was not softened the day of my induction. And so they gave me cervix softener. And I think I was either on the second or third pill, because if you ever had it, you have a series of 3 pills every couple of hours. And I'm sitting up, my sister was in the room, I'm sitting up, my legs were sprawled open because they kept coming and checking me. You know, when you're in labor, you give no fucks, you really don't. And so I had my legs sprawled open. I had a nice little comfy blanket that I bought for labor. And I'm sitting here talking to my sister and my ex, who's her father. We're talking. And then I just feel a gush, like I heard a pop and just a gush comes out. And I'm like, my water just broke. My water just broke. And like, I'm starting to freak out. And her dad kind of walks around. He looks, he goes, yeah, your water broke. I said, go get the fucking doctor now. And I'm freaking out. I'm crying. My sister walks over to me. She's like, calm down, calm down. I'm not calming down. She comes in. I'm like, I got your bed wet. And I'm crying because I got the bed wet. And she goes, honey, they're made to get wet. That's why we have these pads under you, honey. They're made for that. Your water's supposed to break. Calm down. And she's like, stand up, because not all your water comes down when you're laying down, so stand up. So I stood up, and